Yo, what is going on, guys? Bexio back, and today we got a type of video that I did in the past, but we're bringing it back a little bit. I just really want to talk about this because it's a lot of people's minds, and honestly, I'm getting asked all the time from a bunch of different people on what's going on. You guys can see, right there, like, I'm getting, messaged, talking about Litecoin. A lot of people want to know, is it still a good investment? Was it ever a good investment? Some people are mad, not a lot. Honestly, more people just kind of talk to me about it instead. But basically, I just want to give my thoughts on Litecoin, and you guys can do whatever you want with it. Not advice by any means. Don't go off what I say and go and buy 1,000 Litecoins and then it goes to zero and be like, well, geez, Bexio told me to do this and now he screwed me. Like, I'm not about that. But I will tell you guys what I'm thinking about this. So, Litecoin, we all want to know, is it still a good investment or one that you should make? In my opinion, what I think is 1,000% yes, you should invest in a Litecoin, and here's why. It is an amazing coin. It basically is Bitcoin, but a better version. So, a lot of people that I've read up on, what people think about it is Bitcoin clearly needs to be adopted before any other coin to get any success out of crypto. Everyone knows Bitcoin. Everybody knows, the name and what everything about that. So Bitcoin needs to be the face for the time being right now, and it needs to get adopted for the market to really explode. So basically, Litecoin being what I see and what a lot of other people see is as the better version of Bitcoin is. It will eventually surpass Bitcoin, maybe not in price and stuff, but definitely in adoptability and where people are adopting it. So you have to just imagine that it's going to take some time for Bitcoin to get adopted, and once that happens, then even more time for Litecoin to overtake Bitcoin and be the thing that everybody uses to buy stuff. So not to say, I think Bitcoin could very easily be a coin that is with Litecoin. I think it could act as the, like savings account, whereas Litecoin's like a checking account. Litecoin's like everyday purchases, where grocery shopping, getting gas, all this type of stuff. Litecoin could be done and then Bitcoin could be done like buying cars, buying houses, buying all these big items. So that's where I see those two coins, and obviously there's a plethora of other coins out there that are still just, no one even knows what to do with them. And I would say to that, you just have to look at all these coins that are on the market right now are not going to be here in 5 years, 10 years. They're just not going to exist because no coin. So what Bitcoin and Litecoin are doing, I'm sure there's hundreds of other coins that are trying to do the same thing. You just have to imagine that Bitcoin and Litecoin's brand are so big and they already are so good at what they do that they're never going to be able to overcome them. Sure, you can make money on them and you can day trade it and do all that type of stuff, but you can't hold it for the long term. But Litecoin, like I said, everyone getting worried about it. They're back. It's at like $60 right now, which, yeah, it hurts. It sucks. It really sucks to see it down this low, but you just have to imagine that it's definitely going to recover and get better. And even if it has to. In my opinion, it's going to explode. Yes, it's a bear market right now and everyone's freaking out. But the adoption's still happening. The Litecoin summits are still happening. Charlie Lee's still tweeting about it, still talking about Litecoin, still pushing it. And everything is still going good in terms of everything Litecoin, except for obviously what people care about the most, which is the price of Litecoin. So my advice to you, just like anything, the number one rule of investing is never put in money that you're not willing to lose. You have to be willing to lose it all. It sucks to think about, but it can happen. And if it does happen, you don't want to look at it and be like, man, now I can't pay rent, I can't pay the bills, I can't buy food, or I can't do something like this. You want to only invest money that you have extra. If you only have $10 extra, only invest $10. You can still turn a small amount of money into a lot of money. You're not going to turn into millions, but you could still make a lot of money off of it and still be involved in the crypto space. So crypto is not like stocks at all. in what I would say, in my opinion, it is not stocks at all. I've done stocks, I've done crypto, I still do both. And stocks is way easier. It's so much easier to understand, and you can look at numbers, quarterly earnings. It's a lot easier to follow the companies and see, plans and stuff, and base everything off of that, and then dividends and all that. It's so much easier to recover your money in the stock market than it is to recover it in the crypto market. Simply because it is easier to buy and sell all the stocks than it is to buy and sell all of crypto. So, like in stocks, I know I've been down, $500. Like, it was like $500 at one time. And it only took me a month and a half to recover all of that money and come back and start making money. So it's definitely easier. And I would recommend everybody start with stocks to learn everything and then transfer that into crypto. It's not all the same, but you can learn a lot and transfer it into crypto. So yes, all in all, yes, Litecoin is still a great investment you can make. It is one you have to be patient with. Like I was saying before, it got a little off track, but Litecoin used to be at like $400. Let's say $300 was when everyone started really hyping it up, and there was like stories coming up, everyone saying like, oh, everyone's family, they took their life savings, they put it into Litecoin, they took everything they had, put it into Litecoin, second mortgages into Litecoin. People were talking at bars like, yo, you got to buy Litecoin, this thing is crazy. They convinced people to do it, and it went up to $400, and everyone's like, wow, I'm making so much money, this is amazing, I can't believe that I didn't do this sooner. And then it started to go down. I didn't go down a lot at once. It started to kind of fluctuate at that level, and people started getting scared because it would go down 10, 20 bucks, come back up a little bit, go down, and people would get really scared. And then it did crash a lot, where it came down a lot of money, and everyone panicked, and a lot of people sold. A lot of people are new to crypto, including me. I've spent in this space maybe a year, a little bit over a year, and it's not something you can panic about. You can't sit there and think that you are going to make money overnight, guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed. You're going to have to sit there. You're going to have to take it in the red. When it goes red, you have to know what your strategy is. Is your strategy buy more and buy your break-even point down? Is your strategy to sell and try and buy back when it goes down to a point you think it's going to bounce off of? Are you just going to hold it? Like, I've done all of those strategies before. The one I would least recommend is buying and selling, or selling and buying back. It's hard to predict the market, and when you don't predict it, you lose out on a lot of coins. So I just wouldn't do that. I would hold no matter what, because you should have money in there that isn't going to be anything where you need to worry about if it goes to zero. It should only be money that you're willing to lose. You should always follow that rule. And if you do, it'll be a lot less stress on you with any of your investments. So you should be able to hold it. That's what I would say, is hold no matter what. You always hold, and if you can, buy more to buy down your average and to keep your break-even point getting lower. So obviously you want to keep your break-even point get low. If you bought at 400 and it goes down to 60 and you're still holding it, and you're cursing out everyone that's told you to buy Litecoin, and you're getting all mad, and you're all stressed out, if you can hold it, hold it. If you need the money, sell it and take the money. If you don't believe in what crypto is doing, get rid of it. So I love technology, huge into tech. You can see every single industry, like ever, has been improved by technology. I don't think anyone can say any industry who has gotten technology has went backwards. So I've been looking at this for a while now, and I knew about Bitcoin, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 years ago, and I didn't know anything about it. I wasn't interested in any investments at the time. I was interested in crypto, and I just kind of was like, whatever. A lot of people are talking about this. I knew one of my friends was huge into Bitcoin. He loved it. He loved everything about it. I don't know if he has any or if he still has some, or if he's made a lot of money. But yeah, so I knew about the Bitcoin like the years ago, and I didn't do anything. I didn't think of anything of it. But this crypto is, in my opinion, what I believe to be the technology that is going to improve the financial industry. So I think everyone can agree finance and the financial industry has been pretty much the same for forever. It's been paper money and banks and the government controlling it all. So you need to rely on someone else with all of your money. You need to rely on someone else to make sure that it doesn't overinflate, underinflate, or I guess inflation. You don't want to be have any inflation, because that's just, you see what happens in other countries when their money is inflated and it's not worth anything. They literally work for, let's say they've made $100 in a day, and then tomorrow that's only worth $10 now. So all that money that you had in one day is gone, and you can't do anything about it because your government screwed up and they inflated your money, and now it's worthless. And that just can't happen with crypto. It's not possible. It can't be inflated. It can lose value, I guess, but no, we haven't seen anything where any cryptos have reached the max volume where they're all maxed out and there's no more available. So it'll be interesting once Bitcoin hits that. I think they're hitting it in 2022 or 2024. And once they hit that, I think we're really going to see an explosion in the crypto market, because everyone's going to want a Bitcoin. If you want one, you're going to have to buy one. You're not going to be able to mine it. You're not going to be able to do anything to get it. You're just going to have to buy it. So it's going to be kind of difficult, which is why still on Litecoin has a max volume. It's a lot more than Bitcoin, but still, it's still a finite amount of Litecoins that are available, and you can't, once they're gone, they're gone. You can't just make any more. There's been people who've tried to hack the thing, make fake Litecoins, but they get caught, and the system catches it and just gets rid of it. So it's very hard to do that, and it's very hard to do anything in the blockchain and screw with stuff. So yes, all in all, yes, Litecoin, in my opinion, again, don't make all your decisions based on what I say. Clearly do your own research, do your own due diligence, make sure you look at all the facts, and make sure you believe in what's going on. If you don't believe in the product, which here is crypto, if you don't believe in Litecoin and you don't think it's going anywhere, don't invest in it. But don't come crying in 5 years when it's the main thing and everyone's using it and everyone pulls out their phone and pays with Litecoin to buy groceries. So, just don't complain about it if that happens. Just like people who invest in it now, if they make some money and it goes to zero, just don't freak out and be like, that it's a failure for some other reason. But guys, definitely 100% invest. I would invest in Litecoin. I still have Litecoin. I think right now the price, let's check, we'll see the price right here it's 64.68, so it's going up today. It's actually up almost 3% today. So the market is volatile. It does go up and down pretty rapidly. But you just got to be expecting that. I would say you need to be in crypto for the long term. Hold it. Don't panic when it goes down, and hold it and be willing to hold it for years. So don't expect to get rich overnight. And I think that's what kind of, plagued the crypto market for a while here, because everyone saw all these Bitcoin people come out and now they're millionaires, multimillionaires, buying fancy cars and houses, and everyone's like, I want that to be me. Little they know, they held their Bitcoin for 3, 4, 5+ years to get to this point. They didn't just buy it overnight and then become millionaires. So guys, that's my take on it. A little bit of a rant on Litecoin. I've been talking about Litecoin a lot more behind the scenes, off camera, so I figured might as well bring the video back and try out the crypto stuff. I really enjoy, ranting about Litecoin, about any crypto really. So I'm probably going to bring back these videos a lot. Not a lot. I'm going to bring them back, but probably kind of just here and there when I feel like it. The crypto cast, I know I had that, and I don't really I don't plan on continuing that for the moment being, but I'm gonna do these type of videos here and there, and just, you know, go with the flow. So, guys, as always, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. I love snail support. It really helps the channel grow, and I will see you guys in my next video.